Welcome back to Football Heritage TV. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time you are seeing this video. If you're new around here, hit the notification bell, smash the like button, and please subscribe as we chase down 22,000. Thank you very much for your support. In this video, I want to talk about a fractured fan base. And what do I mean by that? This is fresh off the back of what was a wonderful, wonderful display from Tottenham Hotspur, but we couldn't quite see all the way through. This is a display against the champions of Europe. This wasn't Bodo Glimt. This wasn't the worst Man United team we've seen in history, recent history. This wasn't AZ Alkmaar. This wasn't Elfsborg. This wasn't Karabag. This was the champions of Europe and the champions of France, Paris Saint-Germain. And I'm here to tell you a tale about a fan base that, depending on which side of the fence you sit, depends on how you're feeling today. Now, for me, and this may shock some of you, I'm on that absolutely thrilled, very positive vibe. That's me. I'm liking what I'm seeing, and I'll go into that in a bit more detail as the video goes on. But there are many on the other side who their first thought is, how can I belittle Thomas Frank? Their first thought is, this guy's not good enough. This guy's not a winner. And it just makes me sit there and think, unfortunately, in 2025, and we've been creeping there for decades, haven't we? We're now in an era of right nowism, immediate gratification. Give me right now. I want immediate success. What do you mean this is going to take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months? No, I want it today. What do you mean? He joined the club 2 months ago. We should be amazing right now. This is a lot of grown-ups, by the way, who cannot understand that things sometimes take time. Projects, plans, processes, whichever word you're comfortable with. I don't really like those words, but essentially, a new manager brings a new era. It brings new tactics. It brings a new aura, a new ethos, a new style. It brings tactical changes that need to be implemented. And that doesn't happen overnight. But as always, what have we done in this fan base? We're 2-0 up against the champions of Europe. And we started to look leggy. We did. We started to look tired. Thomas Frank started to talk about cramp within certain players. He mentioned that players like Paulinho hasn't played more than an hour of football since April, hence why he can't complete 90 minutes yet. But what do our fans do? Nah, rubbish. Should have done this. Should have done that. Terrible this. And you're sitting there thinking to yourself, how on earth have we completely ignored all of the brilliant progress that we've seen from last night, from the Newcastle game, from the Arsenal game? Yes, it was disappointing against Bayern Munich, another top-class team. But we've gone away from that game where we've been absolutely hammered, come back to this game and looked like a different beast, didn't we? We looked like a completely different animal going into battle. Now, we've all cried out that we want someone that can adapt, someone that can change, someone that can coach. We get that. We see brilliant evidence of that last night. And yet still, people want to bring up the old manager. Still, people want to bring up comparisons. Let me lay a few facts on the line for people here. This manager has had one competitive game as Tottenham manager, and that was the champions of Europe. One competitive game. And already videos, posts, this guy. Wow. I'm absolutely flabbergasted at how we are not allowing what is clearly a very astute tactician time to get his feet under the table, time to implement his style of play, and to let the players fully grasp it. For most of that game, it was brilliant. Yes, at the end, the legs went, tiredness, a bit sloppy. But did we expect him to come in and done? Did we? Did any of you really expect that? We've just drawn 2-2 with the champions of Europe. We didn't even lose the game. We lost a penalty shootout, and we all know that a penalty shootout is luxury of the day, isn't it? Some people wilt under the pressure of penalties, other people don't. Unfortunately, Van de Ven and Tell melted under the pressure. Not good penalties, but it happens. And rather than looking back and going, God, look at what we kept. We kept PSG at arm's distance. We made PSG have to panic. We made PSG have to bring on big guns off the bench while we're bringing on kids. We made them have to do that. We made them make mistake after mistake after mistake. We capitalized. We worked harder than them. We had more shots than them. We had more shots on target than them. But no, it's doom and gloom from a certain section of the fan base. And I don't understand it. If we have a little look at the match stats here, courtesy of the BBC. So if we have a look at here, as you all know, 2-2 the game. Spurs going 2-0 up. And then I suppose what makes it look worse than it is Lee Kang-in with 5 minutes to go pulling one back. And then the inevitable 90+4 for Gonzalo Ramos. But again, have a look at those two that are coming on. Gonzalo Ramos and Lee Kang-in. Tottenham are bringing on the likes of Tell and Solanke and Bergvall and Gray. These people should not be at Tottenham Hotspur yet. Maybe Bergvall in a couple of years will be a top player, but the rest of them shouldn't be Tottenham Hotspur players. But you look down at the match stats, and of course, PSG 74.1%, 74% to Spurs is 26, if you will. I didn't expect anything different. One of the best teams on the planet versus Tottenham, who don't have ball-playing midfielders, who don't have creative players that can hold on to the ball. They don't have a forward that could control the ball and hold the ball up. But still, look at that. More shots on target. And for that, I say fair play, because I was somebody before that was saying, can't see where their creativity is going to come from. But still, we managed to make their keeper work. Their keeper worked a lot more than our keeper. You scroll down. Have a look at this. Have a look at this, guys and girls. Touches in the opposition box. PSG had 2 more touches than us whilst having 75% possession. Fair play to Tottenham. We had 2 less touches in their box. What we were doing was working. If you look there again, there's the shots on target, shots off target. We hit the woodwork. And then obviously when you come down here, you're expecting the total passes, the accurate passes, the backwards passes. You're expecting all of that to weigh heavily into the favour of PSG because they are the superior football team. That's not me knocking Spurs. I thought we were superb on the night. The defensive solidity, the partnerships that are already being formed. Danso, Van de Ven, Romero in a back 3. And again, Thomas Frank, he came and he said, didn't it? This one needed a plan. This one was an operation, he said. He saw what happened against Bayern Munich, saw we couldn't cope, changed it up, went with a 3 at the back. No one was expecting it. 3 at the back, 2 wing backs, and I thought we looked solid. We were brilliant for most of that game of football. But in true fashion, we can't look at that and take the positives. We can't, because we lost a penalty shootout. What happened to common sense? What happened to a little bit of composure? What happened to analysing the game and going, yeah, gutted we didn't win, but God, weren't we good? With the limited squad that he's got and with the little that we have done and achieved in this transfer window, why aren't we looking and saying, with what he's got to work with, what a fantastic coaching job he's done in, 6-7 weeks, however long he's been at Tottenham? But no, straight away, I told you wasn't this, told you that, told you what? We haven't even started the season. We don't even kick off the Premier League until Saturday. And already, get this guy out. Told you it won't work. We lost to PSG on penalties. I need that to sink in with so many. Penalties, PSG. Before the game, 5-0 predictions, 4-0 predictions, 6-0 predictions. PSG are going to batter us. PSG this, PSG that. And yet those very same people can't come out afterwards and go, God, weren't we good? Didn't we do so much better than anyone in world football gave us credit for? Nope. Straight on at Thomas Frank. A manager that's got no playmakers at the moment, who's got one good winger in Kudus, no decent strikers at the club, and yet made it work. We should be congratulating this. We should be saying, fair play, mate. What a good job you've done. This guy has picked up an absolute mess. This guy has picked up a team that lost 26 games of football last season. This guy has picked up a team that in the last 2 seasons have conceded something like 126 Premier League goals across the 2 years. And he is having to work with that day in, day out, build partnerships, make sure that the goalkeeper is doing different things, making sure that the centre-backs now aren't playing on the halfway line, making sure that they've got a solid partnership, closing the gaps, making sure there are no gaps down the channels. How much better does Porro look? Spence looks amazing. All of that in the space of 5, 6, 7 weeks of pre-season. Sarr, Bentancur, Paulinho. What a brilliant midfield three that was yesterday. Now, yes, we know there's no creativity in there, and we know that's not Frank's fault. And we know that's why we're bidding for Eze today. More on that later. But with what he had, what an amazing job that midfield did. Papa Sarr. Do I think Papa Sarr is brilliant as a footballer? Gets it down, passes it, good skill, good technique? No. But a game like yesterday, that's where you see Papa Sarr excel. In a game where you don't have a lot of the ball, his work rate, his pressing, getting his toe in front of the midfielder first to nick the ball away. Paulinho. Oh, he's past it. He's old. Don't buy a 30-year-old. Did an exceptional job in the number 6. Putting out fires. Right place, right time. Interceptions, blocks, tackles. Bentancur, best I've seen him play for Tottenham. Thought he was superb. But no, we're not focusing on that. Kudus, strong, powerful, drove us up the pitch. Even Richie, who I don't rate at all, worked hard, tried his best to hold the ball up. Yes, he doesn't carry a massive goal threat, but he worked hard. The whole team was exceptional. Yes, we flagged, of course. Yes, it was disappointing, of course it was. But surely to goodness, we look and say, what a difference from last year and the year before and the year before that. What a difference. He's come in. He's united the players. You can see, I was told they're all going to want to go. Oh, they're all going to leave if the manager's sacked. They all look like they're loving it. They're all working for the cause. They're dying for the cause. Bodies flying in front of shots. We weren't having that last year. Blocks on the line. Last-ditch tackles. Yes, I acknowledge 2-0 up. It's a tough one to swallow. But I said with 15, 20 to go, PSG are going to come at us here. They're going to come at us. And they've got talent all over. Bringing on people like Gonzalo Ramos, Lee Kang-in, Fabian Ruiz. I mean, these are top European footballers. And yes, could he have done differently with the subs? I mean, that debate is open. Could he have brought on more defenders like people are suggesting? Possibly, but you've already got 5. We already had a back 5 at that stage of Spence, Van der Ven, Danso, Romero, Porro. You had the back 5 with the 3 in front. Very difficult to bring on more defenders. But I think it's a real shame that many are focusing on that last 10 minutes, last 5 minutes, rather than focusing on what a really good job. I think the future's bright with this guy. I really do. There's a reason. Now, maybe people are going to call me biased because I wanted him as a manager. People are going to call me biased. The reason I wanted him as a manager is because he is a fantastic coach. He will adapt. He has got different ideas. But as I said on my show earlier, if you start here, a good coach can get you to there. Quality players then get you to there. And at the moment, we've got the good coach, but we don't have the quality of players. Hence the need for Eze, for Savio, for another forward, maybe another left back, maybe another ball playing midfielder. You need quality. Making your team hard to beat, tough thing to do, but Frank can do it. Giving us multiple identities, multiple strategies and tactical ways of playing. He can do it. Plug in the gaps. He can do it. But he's not a magician. He can't make players who aren't creative, creative. You can't turn people into playmakers if they are not. If somebody is not a natural goal scorer, it is very hard to get. You can make them better. How do you get them to be a natural goal scorer? Someone like a Defoe and an Owen naturally were goal scorers. Robbie Fowler. Other people like Solanke and Richie, they are not. Back this manager. Give him some time and we will see good things. You will probably see a different Tottenham on Saturday. I shouldn't imagine we'll have that little possession against Burnley at home. But I'm really excited. I like this manager, but the board have to give him what he needs. Not everything in one window, but they've got to give him what he needs. They've got to back him. And I think it's a bit sad that 2 days before the Premier League season starts, and already people are on Thomas Frank's back. Please remember we finished 17th last year. Please remember we lost 22 Premier League games and 26 in all competitions. This instant need for gratification needs to stop. If you get 3 months in, 6 months in, and you're not seeing what you want to see, I get it. The season hasn't started. And I think we're going to start running down what is a top coach. Guys, girls, I'm going to leave it there. But I just think we need a little bit more positivity. We've got a great coach. Now we need the owners to get a few players over the line. And maybe Spurs can have a good year this year. But I'm already seeing people talking about top 4 and putting pressure on Frank. We are miles off that. Let's slow down. Let's have a season to solidify. Let's consolidate. And then who knows what can happen in the future. Much love. Take care. Please leave your thoughts. Keep them sensible. And as always, come on, you Spurs.